To be 44 years old and you can't do anything for yourself. You can't take a bath, you can't feed yourself, you can't bathe yourself, you just couldn't do it no more. The next thing was a loaded 9mm handgun that nobody knew I had. I'm trying to figure out, do I stick the gun in my mouth or do I put it to my temple?
Mike Jackson was a healthy 44-year-old until the day he felt a sharp pain in his left side.
Really, it felt like somebody was just stabbing me. It was just the most unbearable pain I had ever experienced.
His wife, Leetta, drove him to the emergency room that same day. After 13 hours in the ER, Mike received his diagnosis.
This is the pancreas right in here.
And they tell me I have stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
And that is the pancreatic mass.
I asked the doctor how long do I have, and he told me 4 months.
Unfortunately, that is one of the most lethal diagnoses anybody can have.
I took a deep breath. I looked at Leetta. She's sitting at the foot of my bed, and her face is trembling.
I really don't know what I thought because my thoughts were all over the place. I thought about my daughter. I thought about myself, you know.
I walk in the bathroom and I just scream. And I'm mad. And something miraculous happens while I'm in this bathroom. God speaks to me and he says, you will live and not die.
3 days after his diagnosis, Mike started treatment.
Whew, you know, chemo was every 14 days for 51 hours. My body is taking a beating. I'm weak. I can't walk. I can't do anything for myself.
After several months of chemo, Mike began to feel intense fear and rarely left home.
Because all I could hear was 4 months, 4 months, 4 months. And I'm counting the days. I guess you could say the devil was playing with my mind. God doesn't love you, you're gonna die. You're gonna die in 15 days. So I said to myself, well, if I'm gonna die in 15 days, let's do this.
Mike drove to a local river with a loaded 9mm in hand and began thinking about his family.
In the long run, I'm apologizing to Leetta and Vashti because I told them that I would fight, that I wouldn't quit. My mother didn't raise any quitters, but I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't take the beating from chemo.
Then, something stopped him from pulling the trigger.
My daughter. My daughter's face appeared in front of me. She was talking to me. And I was telling her I'm sorry that I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I promised you that I would be here. I can't do it. I'm sorry. And she was like, Daddy, please come home. And I kept telling her no. She kept telling me to come home. She wouldn't leave. So as long as my daughter was standing in front of me, I couldn't pull the trigger. I put the gun down and I came home. And when I walked in the door, my daughter ran up to me and said, thank you, Daddy, for coming home.
From that day forward, Mike was committed to trusting God and beating the odds.
That day changed me. I said, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fight.
He just seemed more involved in his recovery. You know, in his treatment, he was in it now.
Mike passed the 4-month mark and MRIs revealed the tumors had stopped growing, but he still required chemo. After 2 years of treatment, Mike asked his doctor for a break.
You either give me a break or I'm gonna take a break, but my body is tired. I can't do this anymore, just give me a break. So the break is coming to an end. It's September 2013. I don't know what it is with me and God in bathrooms, But I'm standing up in the bathroom, shaving my chest on a Monday morning, getting ready for chemo. And God speaks to me again. And this time I don't look around, because I know who it is. And I chuckle to myself. And he says to me, by my stripes, you are healed. You don't need any more chemo.
Mike told his doctor that he was healed.
So the doctor says to me, I'll make a deal with you. I want to scan your body. If I find cancer, you get back in chemo. I said, okay, deal. They scanned my body. They can't find cancer.
What's happened to Mike is absolutely outside the ordinary. It is not usual for somebody with metastatic pancreatic cancer to be doing as well as he's been doing, if you consider that it's been over 5 years.
Mike is still cancer-free and has become one of only 2% who survive stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
I'm not supposed to be here. Doctors say I'm not supposed to be here, but I serve a God that loves me. He says I'm supposed to be here.